these delicious pambazos. If you want to join. If not, hasta la vista, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on our salsa for our pambazos. I'm gonna be using 15 chile guajillos and 1/4 of an onion. Your chile guajillo, make sure you open them up and de-seed them. Take out all the seeds from inside. We're gonna go ahead and put this to boil for about like 10 minutes. And I got my frijolitos boiling back there, by the way. I went ahead and washed my potatoes. I am going to be using 4 potatoes. We're going to go ahead and peel them and dice them up into little squares. So just like this, I went ahead and cut them up into little squares. I'm going to be using pork longaniza as well as regular chorizo. This is premium chorizo that I get at my local Stater Brothers. You can use whatever chorizo you like. And you don't have to use both of them. You can use either or. It's fine. I have half of a pound here of chorizo. We're going to go ahead and add it to our pan. Now when you make chorizo, you don't got to put oil in your pan. I'm going to be using all of that pork longaniza. I'm using my meat smasher, whatever the fuck this shit's called, to smash this carne. When I do make pork chorizo or pork longaniza, I like it nice and doradita, aka nice and browned. So that's what we're gonna do today. Delicious. All right, after boiling everything for about 10 minutes, I went ahead and added everything to a blender. I also added about 1 cup of the same water everything was boiling in. I'm now gonna be adding 3 garlic cloves, some sugar bouillon, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of some ground cumin, and a little bit of some ground oregano, or you can use the whole. We're gonna go ahead and close this baby up and take it to blend. I've been having my chorizo cooking there for about 7 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my potatoes. I'm gonna be adding just a little bit of some water, a little bit of salt, pepper, cover, and let that baby cook. We're gonna leave it cooking in there just until our potatoes soften up. You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. I'm also gonna be making a salsa verde, so I'm gonna be using 10 tomatillos, 7 chiles serranos, and a piece of onion just like this. We're gonna go ahead and put all that to boil. Let that boil for about 10 minutes or until our tomatillos change color. It smells so good. Go ahead and check on my potatoes. Now, if our fork goes in smoothly, that means they are ready, and they are ready. Once our tomatillos have changed color, it's honestly been like about 7 minutes. We're going to go ahead and remove them and add them to our blender. You want to get them to the point before they burst. Once they burst, you're at risk at your salsa being kind of bitter. If your salsa does come out bitter, just add a little bit of sugar. No pasa nada. I'm now going to be adding some sugar bouillon. 2 garlic cloves, pepper. And I also did add a little bit of the water everything was boiling in. To a pan or pot, we're going to go ahead and add some oil. Go ahead and start straining our salsa for our pambazos. Went ahead and added some water to my blender to go ahead and get everything out. I'm going to go ahead and wait for it to simmer, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 5-7 minutes. To get started on our refried beans, to a pan, I'm going to go ahead and add some oil. Go ahead and start adding our beans, as well as some of the broth. Some sugar bouillon. And once it comes to a simmer, we're going to go ahead and start mashing it. And girl, you got to put your back into it. I can too, put your back into it. You get the whole deal, right? And this is the simplest way you can make refried beans. This is how refried beans look. I did add a little bit more of the broth just so it's more runny because the beans will dry up. All right, my sauce has been boiling at this point for about like 7 minutes. We're going to go ahead and turn it off. All right, guys, now for these, you can go ahead and use bolillo or teleras. I'm going to go ahead and cut them just like this. I'm going to go ahead and dip our bread into our sauce just like this. To a pan, I added some oil. We're going to go ahead and be frying these babies for about 2 minutes on each side. We're going to go ahead and flip. Now that we have our pan all fried, we're going to go ahead and start adding our refried beans inside. Our potato with longaniza and chorizo. Lettuce. Queso fresco. Some sour cream. Avocado. A little bit of that guajillo salsa inside. And some salsa verde. Guys, these are very messy, so you might want to get your bib on. Here you go, mi amor.
Sheesh. Damn, baby. Thank you, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, these are scrum delicious, baby. God damn, he's so fucking fire. Can you leave me alone, please?